What's up, guys? Hi, my name's Sam. I just wanted to talk for a quick minute about locks. I guess we're in this forum, or this group, I should say. So the reason I'm making this video is because I see people constantly asking about ways to start their locks, and I see the same answers over and over and over. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with these answers. I'm just, I guess, making my point. So I see three methods commonly told to people to use, and one is neglect, the other is twist and rip, the other is backcombing. To do my dreads, I used a combination of all three. Actually, I didn't backcomb at all. I take that back. It was a combination of twist, rip, and neglect. But I threw a little wrench in the mix by teasing my hair. So the process I used, and I should just say disclaimer, this will not get you locks overnight. This is a process, and I wanted that out of starting my locks. It was an experiment. I wasn't sure if it was going to work when I first started my locks. This is my second set, but when I first did this, I was not sure if it was going to work at all. It was just an experiment. So what I did was I got my usual shower every day, and when I got out of the shower, I would tease my hair. I would dry it, but I would go extra to the point where it was standing on end. I basically formed an afro. So I did that for about 3 to 4 months before I really saw any progress. And when I first started to notice any kind of progress, it was just little strands. As you can see, it is really surprising. People ask me how I did them all the time, and they assume I had them done because they're very even. I mean, the size is pretty consistent. I got a couple that have grown into two, but generally they are right around the same size. And I should just say real quick, for people like me that have extremely straight hair, extremely thin hair, I got a ton of volume out of my hair somehow. Another disclaimer, you will lose a lot of length using this method. My hair was longer than it is now when I started my dreads. It was just about touching my shoulders. So I had to have lost between 6 and 8 inches. It's been, I think, 15, 16 months now that I've had the locks. So I had a ton of shrinkage, but right around the 3 or 4 month mark of teasing my hair, I started to notice that the comments that I was getting switched from, hey, you're trying to get dreads, to, hey, I like your dreads. That kind of thing. Right around 3 to 4 months, people were able to tell that that's what I was going for, I guess. I looked like a maniac for a while, with an afro. I wore a hat a lot, but really the only time I used the twist rip method was just on the ends. I wanted to have blunt ends, not so much the wispy kind of things that people have sometimes. It looks great, but I wanted blunt ends for myself. So I haven't had any maintenance done, and as you can see, I got a lot of loose hair now. I've never had anyone crochet my hair before, but maybe at some point I'll have that done. I don't know. I don't really care. It's just, I don't know. I let it rock, man. It is what it is. You know, I didn't start my locks because I wanted my hair to look fucking perfect. I don't need it to be, you know, tidy or, you know, whatever. You know, I like it the way it is. You know, I got little guys forming up here. These little weird things. You know, it's beautiful. It's all it is. You know, it's doing its own thing. I'm just you know, taking it for the ride. But anyway, I digress. I just wanted to throw it out there. I think if you are, if you want to get your locks quickly, you want to have them overnight, or you know, you want to have them fast. You don't have 3 to 4 months to walk around, you know, looking a little crazy, like I did with the Afro deal. I think if you choose to twist rip or to backcomb, I think it is a very good idea just to tease your hair first. And the reason I say that is because it's the kinkiness that you'll get out of teasing that will really help the locks tighten. If you're just going with your normal straight-ish hair, you know, it just, the texture is not really there. So when I first started this, I figured, you know, African Americans, their hair will naturally dread if they don't comb it, and they seem to come out really uniform, right? So I wanted to mimic that, and I thought about it for a while before I tried it, and I figured like it might work if I just imitated that kind of texture in my own hair. So quick tip, don't use a towel to tease your hair. My first set, I made that mistake, and as you're teasing it, your hair will grab fibers out of the towel, and you know, it'll get stuck in there, and you'll see little bits of it, like, you know, start to come out in your roots. So don't do that. Use a t-shirt, or if you're so inclined, to use a microfiber cloth, I would recommend. But I just have to say, I am very happy to be part of this group. I love seeing everyone's pictures. Your dreads are all beautiful. It's awesome that that, you know, there's thousands of different heads walking around with locks on them, and they're all unique. So I don't think there's any wrong way to do it. You know, this was just a way that I used. I'm happy with the way it turned out. You know, so that's all I got for you. If you have any questions, feel free to you know, ask in the comments. You know, I'm here. But yeah, just keep enjoying the journey. Peace and love to y'all.